Hello, Sam Owens here with a really nice product that I wished I would have had years before for troubleshooting the car. Wiring circuits, looking for voltage. These are insulating wire piercing needles, piercing probe set for banana socket plug car tester. Just these by themselves will not help you that much. It's got a special end. You get 4 of them. You need the banana clip or probe end for these to go into. And I have a set, and I'm going to show you, but I'm only really showing the product. But to use the product, I need the additional test cords to go to it to hook to my meter. If you notice real close, you're going to see a needle up in there. What you do is you can screw this in down like that. It will come completely out. You can use this one of 2 ways. You can just connect this and use it as a probe to probe wires like this, the insulation, and look for voltage when you have connected up to other leads. So that's one way of using it. Or if you want, you can do it this way, which is really designed. And what you do is just retract it, unscrew it just to where it allows you to put the wire in, and then you can put it so you can see it. Then you hold it in place and screw it in, but don't over tighten it or it'll just start stripping. That's all plastic. It's a very sharp needle, so it'll go in, and that's what it's going to look like when you get connected. I think you can begin to see the advantage of this. You don't have to strip wire back or anything or compromise the wire. This thing will seal itself back and will not cause any problem. You won't even see that it's been pierced. Unless you look very closely, you might see a little dented hole. Okay, then you can connect your leads in here. I'm going to show and demonstrate that in just a moment. You got 4 of them. Sometimes you want to test another location, or you want to connect voltage to a lead. You can do that. I'm going to show you each of those. One pair of digital multimeter adapter. It's got the banana plug. This is what I purchased. Okay. Now, you get 2 of them. Red is positive, black is ground or negative. Okay, and you try to adhere to the colors. Now, this would go into your meter. You pull your other meter leads loose, and then you can stick this right into your meter. It's got an end like that, just like the other, and it'll go right in there. And then you take this one and plug it in there. Now I've got some test leads that if I want to measure voltage, I put this into the volt area, put these others over to the side, then I can plug this right here into here all the way. It'll stop halfway, and then you feel resistance. That's when it's making the connection. Very important. Now, to measure voltage on that, there should be voltage, and we're going to look for it. I could connect to the black wire, but I'm going to go over here and actually touch and connect to the ground wire. Here's the positive. This is another portion that's the same as that point. That's a charging port for this, but the whole 11.85 volts is going to be in here. Okay, to get the ground, I'm going to connect on this, so it will take a fat wire. Pretty well, most car wiring or wiring that you would be working with on a car is like this, 18 gauge. This is a heavier one. Okay, I'm going to take the black one, and we're going to get a ground. So I, again, unscrew it to where I can slip this over the gray wire. And then all I do is screw it in, just like this. and it's piercing the insulation. Well, I have to make sure that I hold it. You have to actually watch it and make sure that you are actually going into the wire. You kind of have to push it in there. Okay, that looks like it's in there. Okay, now you can plug this on there, and now you've got your ground that if you've got a voltage, there it is, 11.89 I have on this right here. So I know I have voltage on this wire. If I didn't, then there could be something wrong with this plug right here that would stop it. And let me just unplug it and we'll see that maybe that could be a problem. So I'm going to unplug this. And there went my voltage. This is a capacity type deal. Don't let that confuse you when you see a meter still reading something. We're still connected to the positive side and the ground. But there's no power to this. Now, let's see, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to plug it back in to the power. There, the 11 volt. Okay, now I'm going to show you another way of working with this if you didn't want to just connect it on there like that. This would be as if you're looking for a loose connection. You could set this up, wiggles the wires all the way along, and then when you get a point that causes it to go back to continuity, you would see it on the meter. So that's one way. But if you just want to use the probe, the sharp point, to go along and check a wire, you can do that. So we're going to turn this off, and then I'm going to disconnect this so that I can unscrew this all the way. Okay? And then I'm going to take this all the way out, and I'm going to stick it in here, and now I have a probe. There's my ground, and now I'm going to look for a positive on the red wire. And I'm going to go along here. In a car, you can't see the end or see where it goes, but if you want to check a lead or you're trying to find a lead, this will tell you which one has positive on it, okay? So right now, I'm going to see if this red wire has positive. I'm on ground right there, so I know that whatever this touches, if it reads, that's a positive voltage. So I'm going to take this sharp point, and I'm going to go into the middle of the wire and just push down gently, and right there, I have a positive voltage right there. If I wanted to test at another point, I could in the harness. So I just go over here, press down. Look at there. Folks, if you want to troubleshoot an electrical connection problem, this is really the answer. You can connect a wire and hold it on there. You don't, because sometimes you don't want to hold this. This will allow it to be held on the wire while you do your testing. That's as much as I can go in troubleshooting. I'm just trying to show you how useful this product can be and how you need it in your toolbox if you like to troubleshoot your own problems, electrical problems. Now, there is a limit to how much voltage. This is only designed for 30 volts and below, low voltage, no AC or anything like that. It's just not designed for that, 30 volts. which covers cars 12 and 24 volts, 24 for a lot of your semi trucks and big heavy trucks and stuff. So it's a great tool, but you might want to put this back on when you're finished, because that is like a needle. It is very sharp, and this will keep you from getting hurt. And tighten her down, and then you can pull it off. And there you go. And then we pull this one off and unscrew it right there. And then you screw them back down tight so they don't fall off. So that's the way when you store them they should be. Okay? I'm going to really love this the next time I have an electrical problem. This is going to be the cat's meow. I like it as a probe. Put my ground on, and then use it to find, if you want to find a hot lead, you're going to hook up maybe a power port or something that requires when the ignition is on to have the power, or sometimes you want power solid on all the time, then this will help you find the leads that might have that to hook your circuit up to. Now, I said I was going to tell you one other application using the test leads. You can put one of these on each end of a test lead like this, and one over here. This is like alligator clips, you know, connecting 2 points. But the beauty of this is you can connect to a wire, and then another wire if you need to, you're having a problem and you need a jumper. This would do the job. You can hook to the one wire here and the one wire there, putting, if there's voltage down on there, it would put it on the other lead. It's just a great troubleshooting aid to have something like this where you don't have to skin the wire or anything. You can actually connect to the wire and connect to another wire to jump them together for a test or something. This is absolutely beautiful, and I know if you've tested electrical circuits, you can see the value of these. Wow. Other thing is you got a probe on both ends. You can really do some exploring with that. Pierce one wire, pierce another, and depending on what you're trying to accomplish, this gives you the ability to do it. Be careful of these, they're very sharp. I want to thank you very much for watching this, and I hope it has helped you. Thank you.